Welcome to Munro's Basement Modcast. I'm Kuja, alongside me is Rogue X-Rated.
Sup?
So we are your hosts for this lovely modcast, as we like to call it, because podcast with mods, modcast.
Yeah, Modcast. Get it?
Modcast, yes. We are mods for a lovely guy called Jake Munro. You may have heard of him, you may have not. I do hope you do by now, because otherwise why are you watching this video?
How are you even here? What, how did you get here? What's going
Exactly. I know, we have Modcast Inception now.
Yes. Besides, the Modcast it's just a little fun little thing. You know, just for the server, just for everyone in the server to enjoy while they're waiting for Jake's lovely face, and if they want any updates.
Yes, as well as we also are using this to give updates to anyone that is hard of sight and nearsighted, and any of those that fall in that category, so that if they can't see, they can at least hear the updates from us, so they can hear what's going on with Jake.
We'll have a lot more on that a little bit later, though.
Yes. Right. Well, first things first, we need to introduce at least us two before we introduce the rest of the team that are currently waiting to come and say hello to all of you lovely people that are going to be listening to us. So, first, I'm Kuja, and there's not really much more to say about that other than that I'm a gamer and I like Jake Munro. That's pretty much all you can need to know.
Oh, you like Jake more, right?
You can stop that. I'm kidding. Yes, I know, but you can stop that because you've been teasing me with it for the past week.
That's not the point.
I know it's not the point, but would you like to introduce yourself as well, Rogue X-Rated?
Yes. Okay, so I'm Rogue X-Rated. I like my YouTubes. I like my creativities. I am a very, very playful person, as you can tell. I can be very silly, but I can also get serious when needed. So, for all you rule breakers out there, better be watching your backs.
Yes, and we do have some surprises for rule breakers in the server, do we not?
Oh, we have some really funny surprises. Funny for us, not so much for them. Maybe it might be a little bit funny for them? I don't know, I guess we'll have to find out.
Yes,
if it ever happens.
If it ever happens.
Hopefully it never happens.
Hopefully not.
It never happens.
No. Right, well, that's us two. Now, there is a third one, and she is currently AFK right now because she's currently modding on the server, and that is lovely Kiwi Reaper 977. Right, she would be here, but as I said, she's currently modding on the server, so she's currently busy. But she may be here next week, and she may come and say hi. She has Instagram, and she does some creative stuff, and also she is also the meme queen, because she is making all of our Jake memes and Jake gifs for us, and we've got some funny ones from her from now. Including
and
some
I'm
maybe.
Just the meme queen in another sense.
Yes. So that's Kiwi. Now, let me see. Who are we going to introduce next?
Okay, so little thing of less confusion, just for all you listeners out there. We are going to do it in order of when people became mods on this server, just so you know a little bit about the build-up.
Yes.
So first up we have Lucifer.
And 3, 2, 1, incoming. Hi, Lucy.
Hey, Lisa.
Hi, guys.
Would you like to introduce yourself to everyone that is currently listening to our lovely little modcast?
Hi, I'm Lucy from Argentina. I don't know, I'm 31. Croatian.
And there we go. we have nice, simple introductions, and we have Lucy. So we have someone who is not in the UK, which is a very surprising thing.
For all you know, we might not even be in the UK. We didn't tell you.
No, we didn't.
Forgive our badness.
Yes, those bad man things.
Them bad man things, innit, blood?
So, now that Lucy has come to say hello, what we're going to do is we're going to put her back into waiting, because it's only fair that everyone gets to come and say hello. So, Lucy, we will drag you up into the recording in very momentarily after everyone has come and said hello. So that.
Okay.
So we'll see you in a minute.
See.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Felicia.
Right, so that was Lucy. Who's next on the agenda, Rogue?
I believe the next one is Shannon.
Ah, so Shannon's about to appear. Or is she not? We don't know. She might be appearing right now.
A wild Shannon appeared. Quick, throw a Pokeball.
It failed.
Okay, we'll try George with the coach. Throw a rock.
Shannon, welcome to the Modcast, and would you like to give an introduction of who you are, please?
Okay, I'm Shannon.
Bye, Shannon.
Hello. I'm one of the moderators on the Discord server for Jake.
Yes.
Don't know a lot to say.
You done? That's all you're gonna say? That it?
I'm not sure. Should I say a couple things about where I'm from or anything?
Any hobbies? Anything like that?
Yeah. I do a lot of artwork. I'm trying to learn to get much better at it, and I work with animals a lot for rescue and fostering. And I live in California.
Ah, so we have someone from the States.
Yeah.
Not the only one from the States. More on that soon.
Yes. So we have a very busy woman who is very lovingly and helping us out on this lovely server for Mr. J. Monroe. So, thank you for your introduction. We will be dragging you up into the recording section later on. We're going to put you back down into waiting so we can grab the next candidate on the list.
Okay.
It sounds so odd when we say candidate on the list.
It sounds so odd that we're restraining a lot of our humor right now, because this is the first one, and we're trying to be a little bit serious at least before getting into the silly things.
Right.
Yes. So, Shannon, we shall catch you later. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you, guys.
Right, so that was
Okay.
Shannon. Sorry.
So next mod that we added would have been Sakura.
Ah, so we now do we have to summon a Sakura?
I don't know, I think we need a ritual for that.
A ritual to summon the Sakura.
Yeah, the mummy ritual.
The mummy ritual, yes, because that is that. Maybe if we shout sweets, maybe that would work. So would you like to do that for me?
Maybe it's like Beetlejuice. Let's try it. Sweets, sweets, sweets. Did it work?
We have a Sakura. We have a wild one. We don't need for any Pokeballs though. Hi,
Okay.
Sakura. Sakura. After Sakura.
I think we might need to resuscitate.
Sakura. Oh.
She gone.
We lost a Sakura. Wow.
We were gonna meet a Sakura. I guess I did it wrong. Maybe I have to say it with a bit more enthusiasm.
Maybe. Just maybe. What we'll do, let's grab the next one in the list and find out what happened. Maybe they might have an idea of why the Sakura didn't turn up. Well, that was Sebi, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, it was Sebi. We have Sebi next.
So,
A wild Sebi appears.
like right now, hi Sebi.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Modcast. We were gonna get a Sakura, but she seemed to just disappear on us.
Yeah, she just kind of vanished.
We thought we summoned her all right, but obviously not. So we dragged you up, and you are next for the lovely introduction to let the people on the server know who you are and go.
My name is Sebi-chan. I am almost 23. My pronouns are he, him, them. I do art and living, and I'm in the middle of the U.S.
Ah, so that's what we were on about with the middle. There's another one in the US.
We said we've got a few.
Yeah. So, welcome to the lovely mod team, and I do hope that you're enjoying yourself in the lovely server for Jake.
That I am.
That didn't sound at all patronizing.
Genuinely enjoying myself.
Just a hello and welcome. I'm gonna talk to you like a child now, yeah.
I think
Who's
we
a
might.
good little mod?
I think from talking. I do believe that possibility from talking to Sebi, we may have re-summoned a Sakura.
Ooh.
So we might be able to have a Sakura back in very, very soon.
Maybe, just maybe, we need to try it with a little bit more enthusiasm this time.
You talking to me?
Well, you
Talking
could
to me.
help us if you do wish. We're trying to summon a Sakura to come and say hello, but last time it didn't work, and we decided that we had to summon her in the mummy situation. So, like the Beetlejuice, this is Rogue's idea, that if we say sweets 3 times, that she'll suddenly appear.
Yeah.
So what we need is her to be in the right position or the right place so we can summon her.
Yeah. We're having some issues.
Yes, do bear with us. Obviously, the first one is going to have some teething problems. We will get it down to, and we will get it organised and more professional and all of this lovely stuff. So do bear through the teething problems, but we will get there. But as we're waiting for Sakura, right, why don't we also try and see if we can get a Sunny to join us?
Yes, the last person that joined is Sunny. Before that we had George, but unfortunately he can't make it because he's taking care of his girlfriend right now.
Yes, so he is being a very good human man.
He's being a good man.
He's been a good man. So we might have to give him a gold star later.
Or a blue Peter badge.
Or a blue Peter badge, that would work too. So we're going to say thank you, Sebi. Thank you for coming and saying hello. We'll get all of you into the chat later on to discuss everything else. So for now, we're going to put you back into the waiting room, and we're going to be grabbing Sunny.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, so...
So that was Sebi. We will still try the Sakura eventually, so it might have to do it a little bit out of order, but I do believe can you see the over in the distance? Is that the sun shining?
No, I think that's my light.
Is it your light, or could it be the sunny?
It could be
Hi,
the
Sunny.
sunny. Oh, there's a sunny.
Oh,
Where did you?
Oh,
She disappeared.
how dare she?
Let's try this again.
Yes.
I resummon the sun.
oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Welcome, Sunny.
Hello.
Hi. It's like a
We don't-
game show, isn't it?
We don't know what the hell happened there, but you're here now. So would you like to introduce yourself to everyone in that is on this server and that is listening?
Well, I'm Sunny, and I'm actually the very last mod that we've gotten so far.
Yep.
I just popped in yesterday, and Rogue needed some help, and I'm like, oh, all right, let me try and help. And 4 hours later, everybody else is around, and
Suddenly gets promoted up to mod status because she was very helpful.
It was an instant judge of character there. It was like, yep.
yeah, it was very surprising. Welcomed, because I've met all these wonderful people, and I get to talk to you guys and help where I can. But surprising.
And hear all the inside scoops and jokes.
Yes, as well. But Rogue, do you sense a hint of not in the UK? I do wonder. Could we have another person in the States?
Oh, I don't know about that. I thought this was all English people in this server. Oh, got a problem.
Oh dear. I might be from Arizona.
Oh God. Oh no. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought Americans watch Jake Munro?
Yes. Well, so we have 3 Americans on our mod team. That's surprising for Mr. Jake. Anyway, on that note, thank you for your introduction. What we're going to do is we would like to ask your help with something. Sebi's already helped us as well. We're going to try and resummon a Sakura back up here, right? But unfortunately, we're going to have to sacrifice you at the same time.
That's fine.
We need a
So
human sacrifice, but it's okay. You're not gonna die.
No,
I would hope not.
you're just going to lose a few brain cells.
Oh,
I think we already don't have any brain cells in this team.
last time
So-
I checked, I was short of these brain cells anyway, so it's not gonna hurt me.
So
none.
what we're going
We
to do
share
is
we share one between us.
Yes. We're going to say the word sweets 3 times in a Beetlejuice fashion. Right. And then what we're going to do is hopefully that will we will end up sacrificing you and gaining a Sakura. So
Sounds like
sacrificing brain cell. So, would you, Rogan, you like to start that?
Okay.
Okay, what
3. Wait,
What was the
are
word
you
again?
good? Sweets.
Sweets. Okay.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Sweets, sweets, sweets.
Sweets.
Oh,
Did it
something's
work?
happening. Something's happening. Did we summon a Sakura?
Hello.
Did it work? Hey, it worked that time.
We have a Sakura. Welcome, Sakura. I know you were one of the earlier mods, and we just had the last mod in here, so it's a bit out of order, but because something weird happened, we don't need... We understand. But you're here now, so would you like to give your introduction to everyone?
So my name is Sakura or Suki. I am 26 years old. I am from the UK. To be specific, I live in the south part of England, near the border of Wales. Blonde haired, blue eyed. And I think that's about it really I can think of at the moment.
Are you enjoying yourself being a mod on the server?
I am very much so, yeah.
Well, that's the
is
main.
good.
That is good. That is the main thing that we ask: is that you are having fun, you're enjoying yourself, and that you're enjoying working with the rest of us crazy team.
Yeah.
We also know that you're a very mothering kind of person in the server.
I am. I've got 2 girls myself, so I think it's a natural instinct thing to do.
Well, we are very thankful for having a mothering figure in the server. It's very helpful to some of the younger audience that we have for Mr. Jake Munro.
And also
Yes.
for those that may have some kind of personality disorder.
Yes. That is why we have always said, and we made sure that when we were sorting out more on this later, that it's a safe place for all.
That's correct. And that's what we're trying to obviously keep it as and make it as in the server.
So, now that you have met everyone, Sakura, we're just going to put you back into waiting for a minute so that we can go through this last bit, and then we're going to actually invite all of you in to start discussing the issues.
I'll talk to you in a bit.
Thank you, Sakura. Right. Now, that is, you have met the entire of the mod team.
Almost.
I would like to, almost, other than George and Kiwi, because they are both AFK. So, I would like to just explain one thing, that just because you're in the server and some people have been in it a small, not a long time, doesn't mean you get an instant mod system. Would Rogue, would you like to explain how we are picking and working out who would be a good mod in the server?
Okay, so basically, we are constantly monitoring everyone's behavior to make sure that we feel like they are a right fit for the mod team based on a set of traits that we have personally listed. Now, we're not going to disclose these traits because we don't want anyone trying to get on the mod team because we don't want to expose you to that. It is not fun to be on the mod team. In the sense of it is a lot of stress, there's a lot to take care of, there's a lot you've got to think about, and we even have way more rules than anyone else on the server.
There is a lot of data protection acts that we have to adhere to.
Yes. There is a lot more to this than meets the eye, even though we're having a little bit of fun right now, even though this particular podcast isn't like a fun thing. It is and it isn't, if that makes sense. You know what I mean.
Yeah, this is the informational podcast. This is the one that is, this is who we are, and this is what the server is. And there's more subjects along the line on this podcast that you will come across, and you'll be able to understand more about why we do what we do, why we're doing this, and why this was done, and everything else. There's lots to come, and that is why we have the team we have now, is because of how this progressed. Again, more coming very soon with that. I do believe we have that. That's pretty much next in a sense.
Yeah, the next up on the actual podcast that we need to cover is why we made the server, really.
Right. Yeah, so this is where we need to include the rest of the mod team. So it's going to be a bit mental as we get them.
I think maybe if we discuss our side of it and then we kind of ask people one by one and drag them in one by one.
Yes, and we'll just do it randomly this time because it's more fun that way, because then they don't know who's going next.
Okay, so let's start with my side, considering the fact that I ended up being the person that said, screw it, we're creating this.
Yes.
Okay, so what actually happened is, I think it was a couple of months ago, I came across Jake's video. And he was basically talking about why we should not give a flying,
Fuck.
Okay, so from that, it was like, oh, this guy's pretty cool. Starts watching more of his videos. Subscribes after the second one.
That didn't take you long.
Long story short, thought it was cool. Started following his Twitter, his Instagram, going through all the stuff, thinking, oh, this guy's awesome. He's fun. He's quite interactive with fans, and he's lovable. Next thing I know, I'm a patron. I am becoming a member on his YouTube because he ends up getting his official snacks sorted out on there. And he's doing a meetup in London for Summer in the City. So I basically plan to go out to the meetup. I'm trying to keep this as short and sweet as possible so I can cut to the chase.
It's fine, just to add that it's not at stalker level that she was following him. It was just at a normal level, not stalker. Even though it kind of sounds like it.
This is over the space of like a couple of months.
Not in like one day.
No, it's not in one day. This is like over the span of a few months. So basically, I pop into one of his live streams. I tended to go in quite a few of them. He was playing Silent Hill. Anyway, he wasn't doing too great. Let's put it that way. And I thought, you know what? He makes so many people happy. I want to make him happy. I need to cheer him up. So I prepare this huge package for him and Gaia. And I go all the way down to London. I go to Summer in the City. I basically hand over the package, and it has this letter in it for him. I'm not gonna go over anything else with that.
And we're back. We do apologise that Rogue may have lost her place, but she's going to carry on from the last known part we remember. So, if you've heard it already, I do apologise. Rogue, the floor is yours.
Okay, so I'm not going to disclose the letter because the letter's contents. If you ask me, I might tell you if you're on the mod team. But other than that, it's personal. Let's just say there's a few things in there personal to me, and also things that I've said to basically remind Jake that he's an amazing person and that he is here for everybody. That's just the general scoop of it. Anyway,
Yes.
There was a lot of things in there, including a trench coat, some energy drinks, some stickers, like nice little bits and bobs, drawings, the usual stuff you give people, apparently. But continuing, I remember coming back on the same day, and then the next day goes by, more fun. More crap went down because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen it, but the flights got cancelled and there was a lot of chaos for them. And I just thought to myself, like, damn, I'm gonna need to like one up that letter now. And he ends up releasing these prints. I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna buy one of these prints. So I buy one of the prints. Next live stream comes along, it seems a lot perkier, thankfully. And we ended up basically meeting a bunch of people, including Mr. Kuja.
Yeah.
The Commander Kuja.
Wasn't it still the Silent Hill stream?
Yes, that was still the Silent Hill stream, I believe.
Oh.
But we basically met. I think about 12 snacks in one broadcast that we all ended up connecting with.
Yes.
And we ended up making this group on Discord in the direct messages, and we thought, oh, this would be nice. It can be like called Worldwide Snacks. We can all talk to each other, we can get to know each other, and like we can really start bonding as a community, which we know Jake would love for us all to bond as a community. So we start like doing that. Well, let's just say things went south when a bunch of people got added into the DMs, no names mentioned.
No.
A bunch of people that didn't even know who Jake was. And eventually it just came to that point. I'm like, look, Kuja, Kiwi, you guys can admin this. And I think about a day later, we just kind of gave up and said, nah, this ain't gonna happen. We're gonna make a Discord. So the original idea with the Discord was basically the same as the group DMs, to get a bunch of snacks to get together and communicate. And then we also knew that Jake was wanting to make a Discord, but didn't really have the time to.
He mentioned the Discord, that he was thinking about it during the live streams, and that's what also helped give us that idea. It was like, well, I'm sure he would appreciate it, but before we go ahead and give it to any snacks, we made one very, very big decision. We organized it so that it was safe for everyone, and that more on that later.
Yes. So that's going more into what the server became, considering while we were basically working so hard on making the server troll proof, making it safe, making rules, this, that, and the other, making sure that we had censoring so that it's child proof, so no parents can like have a go at us. Or have a go at their kids, should we say, for watching or like even joining a server like this. We wanted it really inclusive for everybody. We wanted to make rules that would keep everybody safe and make sure that everyone's happy and no one has to leave because parents aren't happy with the fact that there's this or that in the server, or anything that can really make someone sad. We had ideas of basically doing giveaways at some point. More on that later, because that's a funny one.
Yes, as well as we also, like, one of the topics we were going to discuss later, but we kind of touched on it now, is what the server has to offer. So we're going to probably combine the two into one with the others. Now, we did say we were going to drag them one by one. Hold on.
I think maybe not going into what the server has to offer, because there's a lot of things to cover on that one.
Yes.
It would be a lot easier having everyone in for that one. So basically, what we're gonna do now is we are gonna start dragging people in, and basically they're gonna go over their from the beginning experience of how they ended up here and what happened to get them here. So you're gonna hear their side of the story.
Yeah, you already know our side because we were the three original that came in here to actually build this all, and so that's us. So the person we're going to drag next is obviously how would you explain this? They're all good friends to us. That's the problem. Every single one is a good friend to us.
Who are
So
we referring to?
we're going to bring the Sakura in first.
Okay.
Because eventually she
She,
also has to go to sleep because of children in the morning.
Yes, okay, so Sakura is one of the originals that were connected with in the live stream.
Yeah.
And we've known her for a while now. We got to know her a lot more since she's been in our little chaotic area.
Yes.
Which is nice. We enjoy the fact that we're getting to know more people. We wish we could talk to everyone else.
Oh,
but we
look, she
can't.
appears. We mention her name and she appears. I think we just stumped the rogue because the Sakura just randomly appeared when we mentioned her name.
I am dead. I am deceased. Hello, I am Rogue. I am the Roguebot 9000. How may you plead?
Guilty.
Guilty. Copyright strike.
Yes, right. We've dragged you first because also we do know that you, being a mum and everything else, you've got to get off at some point. So we want to get your information first.
Yay!
So we wanted to hear what your experience was. Short and sweet, if you can, because of time restraints, of coming into the server and finding your way around the server. Not necessarily specifically what channels are available, but just generally your experience of finding your way around.
Yep, when I
and
came
also
to
if
server,
you
it's
can,
easy. Oh, yeah.
Also, if you can, what it was like just randomly going like from meeting a bunch of people in a live stream to in a group Instagram, and then suddenly in a server, and then that Instagram disappears.
Yep. Pretty much the way it was. So obviously came into the server, it was pretty easy. Everyone was very friendly and sort of laid back when we came in, and over time it's actually settled more, and the more people that come in, it's actually easier to sort of talk to people, I've found. Obviously we all met each other on the live chat on Jake's stream, and we all started talking about making a Instagram group or some form of group chat, which we did. We had the group chat on Instagram, but then obviously with limit restrictions, it just wasn't really the right idea. So went to obviously Discord, which you guys obviously set up with Kiwi, if I'm correct.
Yep.
And then all got invited to Discord, and it went from us being a tiny 14 people on the server to now in the hundreds, which is absolutely mad.
More on that later.
More of the 400s.
Yes. Just to add, Rogue, I kind of see a wave coming.
A wave, huh?
Yeah, a wave of people.
A tidal wave.
Oh no, look, the wave arrived. Everyone turned up.
So much for doing it one by one.
Yeah, I decided why not have all of us chatting, because that was the point of this. I mean, it's going to be a hell on me for the editing, but it's worth it in the end.
Okay.
I was just like, wait, 1 minute. And the next minute I'm like, wait, hold on.
Yeah, we just wanted to get your general opinion from all of you of like, how did you find joining the server? Was it nice and easy? Just general that information. So Sakura's given us information. Sebi, what was your general experience of joining the server?
That was super easy. I was watching a video and I saw the link. I just clicked on it and I was there.
Boom, just like that.
Boom, nice and short and sweet. And I'm assuming it's the same for you, Sunny, as well.
Yeah, I got on and checked out Jake's news video. At the time, it was the one before his news Minecraft. he talked about the server, and I clicked on it, and I went, let's see what's going on. Um, there you go.
Okay. Lucy, can you hear me? I do believe we're still having a few technical problems right now. Lucy, is there... Rogue, do you want to try?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lucy, what was your general experience of joining the server? Was it nice and easy for you? Long pause. Lucy?
Yeah.
What was your general experience of joining the server?
It was great. I mean, I joined, I think, on Monday. The problem, and everyone was so positive and supportive. It's been wonderful, really.
So, well, from what we can see, Rogue, everyone that's joined has had pretty much an easy experience of getting in. They all ended up at a certain welcome screen. This brings us nicely on to the next subject of what the server became.
Yeah, chaos.
Yes.
Literally, the next subject is the server became absolute anarchy because we had 1 day's notice to basically make the server as bulletproof as we possibly could. And we hadn't set everything up yet, so we kind of had to learn on the spot. Because
Yes.
we have never dealt with anything like this, and trust me, we would never wish it on anyone to deal with something
Right.
like this.
No, to give you an exact idea, right, when we started this server and we got the people from Instagram, we had 17 people. I think that was excluding us, wasn't it? We had 17 other snacks online.
I think that was including us.
Was that including? Well,
That was including
either
us,
way,
including the... No, it might have been including the bots, actually.
it might
No,
have
it was
been.
22 including us and the bots, and then
Yeah.
that was because Jake also joined at that point.
Yes, so we didn't have much people. Let's get Lucy back up here. Then Jake popped in, gave us that lovely 24-hour notice that he's plugging this Discord.
Yeah.
And as Rogue said, we hadn't got everything set up, so there was frantically Rogue and myself and Kiwi building channels, building permissions, making sure that there's everything set up, making sure that we have the anti-swear bot, making sure we have the music bot, making sure we have the YouTube stuff, and everything ready for this wave of people. Now, at this point, we underestimated, right?
Yeah, we said we'd probably get around 100 and it'll stay at that.
Yeah. Then Jake's video drops at 10 p.m. on the Friday. Right? So just remember that time, 10 p.m. on the Friday.
And a good 16 hours later.
16 and a half hours later from his video, we hit 200 members.
200 fucking people in one server.
Yeah. So just to say that there was a wave, that was an overwhelming wave of people coming in for us to deal with, is an understatement. Now bear in mind that was by Saturday. We are now Thursday. The current, last time we checked, we had 415 people in this server. So it has been, this is why we got a few more mods from that wave that came in, because there is no way that we were able with only 4 mods to manage 400 people. It is not possible. So, the server became busy. That's pretty much what we can say. the next. Why has Lucy and Sunny disappeared?
Yeah, they keep disappearing.
They're
Shall I
both
bring-
having issues with the connection.
Okay. Rogue, would you like to go on to the next subject of where the server is going from here while I find out what's going on?
Okay, so basically, the server itself is going in a very, very steady direction to a lot more structure. Is probably the best way of putting it, if that makes any sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a suggestions channel in here, which is basically allows everyone to suggest things, and we discuss it as a team. Now, with this, it means that we can get feedback from people within the server itself in order to make a happier, safer, better server for everybody. It also helps us like prepare for any new people coming in, so that there might be things that they enjoy, and there'll be things to help them stick around and know that there's like-minded people, and that it's not one of those communities where you go in and it's all toxic.
Yeah, the toxicity of this server we have cut out completely.
Yeah. Zero.
But because we wanted to make sure that it was a safe place for everybody. Doesn't matter about what's going on in their personal life or what's going on with them. They're still welcome here. They're still welcome to chat to everyone. There is no discrimination against anyone or any gender of any type. I'll just put that out there as well.
Yeah, so it's still kind of a bit of a mind-blowing, mind-goggling mess inside my brain right now, considering the fact that we hit 400 and still in growing.
Yes.
But we are trying our absolute best to make sure that everyone is happy.
Yes, I think we are doing a good job because we've had some very happy people, we've had some very good suggestions, and we've actually had people praising the mod team for doing such a brilliant job at managing everything. And
Yeah,
also,
that was great.
also, when we've had to step in to stop people from posting the wrong things in wrong channels, there's been barely anyone saying no, I want to do this. They all understand that the reason why we have it structured the way we do is so that it's safe, which I think for now what we'll do is what it's like running the server topic we will skip and go to what the server has to offer.
Yes!
Because
I think we've
we
already
do
covered
have,
enough of what it's like running it, to be honest.
we do have a lot to offer in the server. Yes, this is for Jake. Everything we're doing is for Jake, so don't get us wrong, we enjoy spending time in here with other snacks.
Yes, that's kind of why we want everyone to know that anyone's welcome. They don't have to worry about getting bullied or being judged or anything like that, because literally we are trying to tell you guys that from our perspective, not from Jake's perspective, from our perspective, that this server is a very great place to be. We've actually had it where we have sat in the mod chat wondering what's going on, because we don't even have to monitor too much because everybody's just behaving, and when people come in with problems, they'll help each other out, they'll support each other, and it's just a really nice, loving place to be. We had someone come in today that has anxiety issues, and it wasn't too used to being in big servers, and it was a bit overwhelming for her. And she ended up messaging me saying, "Hey, can I talk to you real quick?" And turns out it was a little bit too much for her, and basically I managed to convince her to stick around, and I said, if it ever gets too much, just click off. You don't have to talk, just click off. Come back to it when you feel a bit better, and just get used to it. We'll even like as the mods or like and admins, we will, when we get the chance, actually pop into the public voice chat so everyone can meet us, get to know us a bit better, so that people don't feel uncomfortable, and so that they know that we're exactly the same as everyone else. We just have to do a lot more work.
Yes, and the main one is that, yes, we may be doing a lot of work behind the scenes for everyone, but that doesn't mean we can't enjoy talking to other people. We do listen to music still. We do joke around with other snacks as well, and we just want to make sure and double say that it is a safe place for all. So there should be no fear for joining. If you want to join, the links are in Jake's video, which will be in the description of this video to that main one. So if you feel like joining and you've come across this, that is the best way of joining. It also promotes the actual technically owner of this Discord, Mr. Jake Munro himself.
Yep.
And we can't stress that enough. Jake is an awesome guy himself, and anyone that has watched him for a long time knows this. So we've done this...
Or a short time.
Or a short time, yes. We've done this for him to remove weight from his shoulders so he can relax more during his videos. Now, the server has lots of different areas to talk on. There's lots of different places to share pictures, lots of different topics. There's even gaming sections so you can game with other snacks, and you can build up mini communities on the respective gaming platforms, as well as something new that we've built in, so that you can have snack gaming, as we like to nickname it.
There's also some little arty and creative sections, like there's the arty crafty snacks where you can post pictures of tattoos, crafts, arts, fashion, makeup. There's also a music section where you can basically listen to music, you can talk about your favorite artist, your favorite lyrics. You can also post any kind of song links. Just because it's called Munro Song Spam, it doesn't mean it has to be Jake, but you can post Jake ones in there if you want. We have a healthy snacks section, which basically it's like for people that want to keep fit, keep active, and obviously because we are fully aware, considering we have a few people in our mod team ourselves that have these kind of issues. There's a little area for tips for unhealthy bodies, so that if you have any issues with pain disorders or your joints coming out of place, anything like that, you can just chat in there on like the best kind of tips of keeping fit and keeping healthy with those kind of issues. And we also have the welcomes, where you will be able to introduce yourself. You can see anyone coming into the server. And we also have an announcement section where you will get updates on any live streams, YouTube stuff, any server updates that we have, any updates on maybe when shirts are released, or if there's any event giveaways or anything like that.
Or any Jake merch specifically, or any other live events that are related to or have the okay from Mr. Jake himself.
We haven't got the okay for that update yet.
We have for one that is coming soon.
Yes. We also actually have the Jake Appreciation. We do have the Jake Appreciation.
Which we do know he does read So you can leave a little or a long message in there to say how much you like him, how much you love him, and other things. We do still request that if you do it, please keep it PG, because that anti-swear bot that we have in the server does do its job.
Yep.
And sometimes it is not lenient.
We see all.
Yes. Now, there is a few things that have come to light that are already being told via Jake, and that he's looking into, which is he's looking into his Patreon and his member system about doing stuff to do with the Discord server. He's looking into Minecraft as well.
We are constantly coming up with ideas for stuff so that we can actually properly talk about everything and set it up for all that.
Yeah, the Minecraft one is the interesting one that we're even interested in, because we want to know how Jake's planning on doing it. Now, this video has gone live a day after a certain Minecraft playing video from Mr. Jake. Now, this is where I would like to refer to the other members of the mod team. That video, how did you find his last video?
I think it was amazing. It was so amazing.
Hilarious.
It was awesome. I liked
It's
it.
I loved it.
Honestly, it was gold. I honestly wish that, like, we could have the same kind of thing happen again, but we know it won't happen again.
I said that
It
on his
won't be
channel.
the same. It won't be the same next time.
No.
It's still gonna
But
be
it
fun to
was
watch you
absolutely hilarious. And Jake, this is what we want to say to you. Thank you.
We absolutely love you. Please,
We-
please make sure that we know you're not dead next time, because we were kind of worried.
Yes. But we needed that video, and that just raised all of our spirits up in the entire of the mod team. So this is why we just say thank you, Jake.
Yes.
Thank you, Jake.
Thank you so much. We
Thank
love you to
you.
pieces.
Yes. Right. What we're going to do now is we're going to give the other mods a break. They can get back to modding or going to sleep and looking after children, whilst me and Rogue finish off this lovely modcast of ours. So, would the other mods like to say goodbye for us, please?
Alright.
Goodbye. Look forward to meeting everyone.
Yeah,
Bye,
goodbye.
Snacks.
Bye,
Bye.
Snacks. Talk to you in the Discord. We love
Yeah.
you.
We'll be watching.
We'll be watching. That was
There
beautiful.
we go. That was beautiful of them. Now, they're all in there doing what they're doing, so we can leave them to do that. Now, the last footnote from us, I do believe, is when is the next episode coming, Rogue?
I believe we are going to try and do these every single Thursday.
Yes. The next one will be more structured. There won't be as many people joining because the podcasts are going to be more for the hosts with special guests. So, hopefully, next week, there'll be 2 special guests of the other 2 mods that you missed this time.
Yes. Also, hopefully next week we won't be so serious, even though we weren't really all that serious, but this is pretty fucking serious for us.
Yes. But there will be lighter subjects. We wanted to just introduce ourselves more, so you lot could get to know us and know what we're like.
Get to
that
know
we are,
everything.
Yeah, know that we are relaxed, but also stern when needed, and that not to be afraid to come and message us or talk to us, because we're just people. We just happen to be busy people.
And we also happen to be modding a YouTuber's Discord server, which we thought would never happen because even we got confused when we saw Jake pop up in the welcomes.
Yes. That was, we will say that was one experience that we will never be able to do again, or
Forget.
Or forget. No, it was. We had to make sure it was him. And this is
Yeah.
something he personally doesn't know, but he will now know. We had to make sure it was him, so that's why we got him to post up on Instagram, and that was when we knew. We also knew
Yeah.
because of the invite link. We knew a few other ways because of the image and stuff. There was a few things, but they were still skeptical. It wasn't until he posted his own update on Instagram showing the server was when we knew.
In our defense, we did actually have a troll come in, and we were
Yes.
scared that it was them again.
Yes. The troll.
And even though it all added up, we were still like,
Yes. But Jake has said himself personally that he's going to try and come into the Discord more often for about an hour. Of around about 10 o'clock, he said on most nights. I think that's what he said in his last live stream.
yeah.
I'm sorry,
He did.
I'm remembering saying about 10 o'clock. So he does pop in and he does come and chat. So if you want to also come and say hello and come and actually have a conversation with him with everybody else, please click the invite link down below or go to his video and click the invite link. Both of them will be in the description below.
And also remember, he is a very busy man, so you are very lucky if he does come in.
Yes. Now, one last little bit I wanted to add. I wanted to give a little bit of a love out for one other person. I think Ro can guess who I'm on about.
Kiwi?
Kiwi. No. It's not Kiwi. It's someone
Kaya?
someone very close to Jake.
Kaya.
Yes. Miss Toxic Tears herself.
We did touch on that a little bit, but yes, we need to. We need to love the Kaya.
We need to give the Kaya some loves and hugs and all good things and all good things. Not bad man
there is
things,
one
good
thing.
things. Yes.
Them bad man things in it, blood. There is one thing that I would like to say about Kaya in this. When meeting her, she was a very, very, very lovely person, and I would absolutely love to meet her again. And I want her to know that she is always, always welcome here, and we will protect her just as much as we protect Jake from getting all the spam.
Yes.
And also that she doesn't have to worry so much about anything to do with herself, because she is such a beautiful person and we love her to pieces, and she is just generally just as amazing as Jake.
Yes. See, I couldn't have said it better myself. That's why I referred to my co-host, Broke. Now, I do believe we've prattled on for long enough tonight. Don't you think?
Nah, I could talk for days, bruv. Innit? Them bad man
Yeah.
things.
Them bad man things.
Them bad
But
man things.
we don't want to spoil any surprises for next week, do we?
Ooh, I love surprises.
Do bear with me.
The clock is ticking.
Yes.
Or in this case, being a loud bugger.
There we go. Luckily, it's 1 o'clock. That's what we know.
No,
So-
it isn't.
No. So that's all we have for tonight or today. I don't know which one it is anymore. I really
It's
don't.
I guess
It's
it's
a time.
today.
Yeah.
When you're like us and you just don't have a sleeping pattern, it just days just blur into one another. Things go
Yes.
a little bit chaotic.
So we're going to end this lovely modcast here, and we will see you all next week. So it's a goodbye from me.
And a goodbye from you. I mean me.
Very funny. we will catch all of you at the next Modcast. Right?
Yes, I love you, babies. Stay good. All will be knowing.